Welcome back. We're going to go ahead and start working through the fifth world below Earth's Prime, starting with level 17. Level 17 here, 8-3, has a few nasty spots to it, so let's get into it. First off, there's a new enemy type. Despite what the in-game description says about there being a volatile plasma core that detonates on destruction, as far as I can tell, that's not actually a thing. The new guys are just standard shoot at you bots. That said, they are somewhat damaging, so they're pretty strong on their attack, so be on lookout for them. But anyway, let's go ahead and start up. So, first thing to note is that this is the second to last instance of a key bot. The blue key, first key you need, is held by one of those pesky fast-moving mine layers. Puts quite a bit of RNG into this level if you can't get it killed quickly. So you're gonna start off over here, and take out these enemies as you go if you like. There's one over here and one here as well. So the blue key bot is around the corner down here to your left, but there's also an E-Bandit right here in the way. You can kind of see it poking out here. Take it out. You probably want to take it out before you fully round the corner and make yourself visible to the key bot. Because once the key bot spots you, it's gonna go. It's gonna start its AI. It's gonna roam around real fast, spinning mines everywhere. If you have a smart missile, you can throw it in there and have the plasma globs deal a good amount of damage to it as you approach down the hallway. But you're gonna want to, if you have any mercury missiles, probably don't. There's a good chance you unload them all on the last boss. They're a good option here since they move super fast. They can get the jump on the bot before it moves away. But otherwise, you're going to want to have the glass cannon as you strafe around the corner and try to take it out quickly, like that. The longer you take to get shooting after you round the bend, the more likely it is it's going to run. And there's a big maze in the lower section filled with lava and smelters. It's a pretty big pain in the butt to go after it, so you want to try and get this kill as fast as possible. Might even be worth it to drop a safety save in a marathon setting before you round the bend to try and get the quick kill here. So anyway, once you have the blue key, assuming you didn't have to chase it all over the lower level here, you're just going to head forward here. There's a whole lot of these mini-bosses here, but you can just pretty safely ignore them. This one, however, is pretty much right in the door, so you're going to want to switch to Helix Cannon to take it out quickly. They're quite tanky, but their large hitbox makes it really easy to do a ton of damage to them with the Helix Cannon. Big stash of Vulcan ammo here you can grab. Doesn't really cost you much time. Now, this I need to explicitly note here. There, you will see a shield pickup right below this yellow key. Do not go for it. If you dip below the level that this yellow key is on, you will trigger additional walls spawning in that that block your progress back out, and it forces you to go all the way down to the arena in the bottom of this shaft to hit a switch to remove the walls. So, as tempting as that shield pickup might be, do not go for it. Just get the yellow key. There is a mini-boss down there that's going to shoot at you. Just ignore him and move back. There's going to be E-Bandits everywhere. You can take them out if you like. The ones in this room I generally tend to leave alone. But if you can take them out without them hitting you, you can generally get some extra energy, which might come in handy for the end of this level, which is a little... the end of the level is pretty tricky. Once you enter this room, it's going to open a couple more ambush closets on the left and right here. In the closet on the right is the switch you need to open the way back to the blue door. So, being in there opens up a new area across the way here in the main lobby. You just kind of fly under the mini-bosses and go to the yellow door here. And just hang a left immediately. This level is extremely heavy on the E-Bandits, so be mindful of that. Lots of ambush closets as well. There will be one that spawns, that opens up as you leave the red key here. As long as you move quickly enough, though, the enemies in it shouldn't give you any trouble. There's a big pile of safety shield right here behind the mini-boss, if you would like to grab it. No strings attached on these ones. They're pretty safe to grab. Don't think anything... Yeah, just flash was nothing worthwhile back there. And Yeah, watch out for this guy as you come out. He might be watching the door. Might need to kind of boost out quickly to avoid damage. And this opens up one last area in this main lobby over to the reactor room right here. So this red door is somewhat unique in that it is locked by a red key from the outside, but from the inside, it is just universally locked. So once you go through this, you're not going to be able to go back through once it closes. You can see that there's this materialization center down here with a great block in the top. That will despawn somewhere while you're flying it. There's some trigger in there somewhere to despawn that grate and force you to exit through that. This materialization center spawns those new bots, and E-Bandits can be a really big pain. If you run out of energy and you're forced to use Gauss on them at point blank, you're going to be dealing explosive damage to yourself, and you're generally not going to survive it. There are a couple approaches to this. I want to be clear, this is probably the most dangerous escape in the run. While the level 5 escape is long, if you're not death warping it, this one is just straight up dangerous. It's not even that long. The exit's up here, down a little hallway beyond that door. But there are a few ways to help out with this. For one, the mini boss right in front of it drops smart mines. That's one approach you have. As you fly over past this Matsen on the way in, drop some smart mines to help clear out anything that spawns and might come up to try and tag you on their way out. But another way we have is actually something we haven't utilized before. If you go into the F1 marker map here, I think it's listed in here. F4 is drop marker. This adds an intangible marker that shows up on your map. Anything, projectiles, players, enemies can fly through it. It just marks a spot on your mini-map. But if you put it directly in a doorway, the doorway cannot close on it. So that circumvents the door locking from the inside, and you can just fly out the door normally. If you can line up and drop the marker in the right position quickly, this is probably the preferred way to do it, because it is also a slightly indirect route to go to the Matson. Coming back out through the door here is more direct. It's more efficient if you can just get the door propped open. So yeah, you just want to kind of be on the seam and just press F4, and then it'll ask you for a name for the marker. You don't need to type one, just press enter to drop it, and you will see that this door will stay open. But yeah, also as you come through this door, yeah, the grate immediately opens up as soon as you come in through the door, and the Matsen immediately starts popping out these drones and these E-Bandits. So yeah, if you're not going for the map marker approach, if you'd rather just fly through full speed, which yeah, if you have to slow down significantly to drop the marker, it might be a little more efficient that way. You can try and drop some smart mines as you go by like that. Also of note, the thief bot is trapped in this area, so you will see the thief bot around once, who's been absent up to this point in this map. You'll see him once you get here. But yeah, this area is crawling with E-Bandits, so be on the lookout. Moving into this main reactor room will open some more ambush closets with more E-Bandits. But, and yeah, there's another spawn trigger, the Matsen spawning again. Since we took out the bots before, there's nothing's hit the smart mines, but yeah, if you have a map marker, you can just fly out here, go up to this unlocked door, and fly to the right here. And then the exit will just be right up here. That's it for level 7 eTOR 3. Let's go ahead and try and do one continuous run of this. Select the smart missiles. Ooh, didn't get the snipe, but I don't think it's gone far. Okay. Kinda got lucky on the follow-up there. Did not get so lucky on the amount of damage I took there. Switch to the Helix Cannon. Take this out quickly. Shield's low, but remember, do not grab this shield right here. Always grab the safety shield over here, and I think I'm going to do exactly that. Ooh, okay. E-Bandit got a lot of hits on me, so I have, like, no energy left. Considering that danger, I'm going to go ahead and do map marker here. I'm going to clear out the E-Bandits a bit. Hopefully we get some energy. I can actually get some helix on the reactor.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
Yeah, you can see how rough it is. I probably should have dropped some of those smart mines there. Too. Yeah, the end of this level is pretty rough. Pretty much barely limping out of there. This is a fairly tough level at the very end. I think I definitely underrate how dangerous the end of this level can be with all the E-Bandits everywhere. But yeah, highly recommend you practice this level a bit, both for the keybot and for the ending stretch, because yeah, there's a lot going on here. Anyway, that's level 17. We'll move on to 18 in the next video.